Today's education is not only about blackboard and chalkboards. As we are running towards the digitalization modernization, we should involve the modern techniques of technology and its advancing features into our day-to-day lives, and thereby we should come out of the orthodox methods of education like blackboard and chalk based methods, and we should involve these evolving technologies which are evolving day by day themselves, and we should come into race with them in involving those technologies into our day-to-day lives. And the same case is with the education. Education is not about blackboard and chalk piece, as we have already mentioned. It is all about visualizing things, understanding things in easier way, and making complex things simpler using the day-to-day sophistications. And today we are the students of CSSE. Here we are to discuss on this very topic, and I let our friends continue this.
I would like to add to this your point. Suppose take example of our class. Our HOD sir teaching LCD classes by using projector. By means we can experience the program and we have select the mistakes easily. By that we can execute programs easily. And previously they using registration books for attendance and all.
Yes.
Now we can using digital systems. We can ease the work easily.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes, Bharat, I agree with your point that technology accessible beyond textbook.
Yes, we can access many things beyond our textbook using technology, as Bharat and both Bharats have mentioned. If we just imagine the code in the blackboard and try to imagine the output and input in our brain, it is just up to a limit. But the way our HOD sir explains the code in the laptop, we can just clearly understand how it is working, and it is way better and easily understandable than the board written code. And
Nowadays, education is more efficient, and how a student can learn easily through digital gadgets, and to communicate, to collaborate, and to experience the visual experience, to gain more knowledge, and to engage personalized experience. We can gain more knowledge.
yeah, that too in interactive way,
Interactive way.
other than those boring orthodox methods. What do you say, Karthik, about this?
Sorry to interrupt, but don't you think the evolving education system, what we are having right now, don't you think as gadgets and a lot of money?
Yeah, it is expensive too, but it has its pros. Everything comes with cons, right? We should manage everything, and we should consider every corner. Up to the extent we can afford, we can use technology into our education. That is not a big problem, I guess.
It has its own content.
Yes.
As my team members said that digital technology is very important. Traditional blackboards has changed into whiteboards, and nowadays in classes they are using technology very nice. And by using them, we can efficiently learn more about the topics or what we are about to discuss. Children's able to know more about and gain more knowledge.
I agree with that. We required infrastructure, limited knowledge with our old education system, but with this evolving education system, we were using artificial intelligence and more electronically related assets of this technology that makes our work efficient and more knowledgeable.
Yeah. By means of blackboard, we can also use a digital board which we can access the digitalization very usefully, and there are many learning platforms in the internet, and the technology was very useful to us nowadays.
And we have online applications like Zoom, Google Camps. Suppose if a teacher wants to interact with students,
We have to interact with teachers.
suppose by the means of the
Yeah.
tabs, they can easily interact the students.
Through
Yes,
collaborative way.
it is
Yeah, in
very
a collaborative
useful
way,
for
that's
us.
what
We
it
can
is.
see in the COVID times how Zoom meeting was important for us.
It is also eradicated the irrelevant points or knowledge required for various aspects of fields that are required in this group. Don't you agree, sir?
Yes, I agree with that, and absolutely, I want to make another point. During the Corona initial phase of Corona, people said that online education is not going to work as good as the offline education, but nowadays it is proving itself to be to get online degrees as well. And when technology is evolving itself, why don't we evolve ourselves to use the technology?
Yes. If the education system is obsolete, we should evolve with it.
Yeah.
And this improves students' digital literacy and navigate to platforms how we can learn easily and more efficiently through digital gadgets.
Yeah, here has come a very important point. I like it very much. Nowadays, literacy is not only just see in past days. Literacy just means that if you know how to read and write in a language, you are called as literate. But nowadays, you need to have verbal literacy and as well as digital literacy, because digitalization is very fast. So that I mean, such that you cannot even compete with its speed. So until unless you are up with the digital literacy, digital trends, you are not equal with others who are digitally literate in the society. So it is very important thing which was mentioned now. It is getting us digital literacy as well. That is very
Yes.
important thing.
I
By
also
using technological devices, we can improve our visualization,
Yeah, visual experience.
visualization
Visualization.
experience.
I also like to add a point that we should make technology a part of our education, not a complete of it, as the technology also has its limitations.
Limitations. Everything comes with both pros and cons, and we are ones who are responsible to judge which is good for us, which is bad for us. In the limitations for us, we should check which is good and which is bad, and use everything with our intelligence efficiently, right? Rightfully said.
And through using technologies, and we have to copy to our brain to get more efficient.
As long we don't limit ourselves from knowledge, from culture, or various extra aspects that are required to improve this society, with the help of this education system, we can also evolve as a greater species of this land.
And one more, nowadays teachers are more efficient, and they are not much training as much early they trained as this.
Yeah, this training of the teachers, because
It reduces manpower.
yeah, they try a lot to get us, make us visualize things. For example, take our BCME sir. He'll uh, apart from those orthodox methods of drawing diagrams on board, he'll just take us to the presentation, and he'll show the things visualize.
How
Yes,
it will
he'll
be.
make us visualize easily.
It
If
makes the work more easier
easy
and
for
smarter.
it makes work more easy for sir to make us visualize, and also for us to
Easier
visualize
to-
it.
easier
We
to
can
understand.
understand it easily, and so
know as the technology is very necessity for us by visualizing and to more understand.
yeah.
Thank you.
I like to conclude with the point that make a technology as a part of your life to improve yourself, to improve the society, but don't make complete part of it and don't fall into that trap.
And not to
Thank you.
addict to that, and not
Yes.
to addicted to that.
We should be aware of our limitations, and we should be aware of the pros and cons as well, and with our intelligence, as we are human beings, we should intelligently and use accordingly. And hereby we want to conclude that everything has its pros and cons, once again mentioning that, and we should use the technology in our day-to-day lives uh, to get a better scope of digitalization.
Thank you.
Thank you all.
And stream.
Right hand, left hand custom.